In terms of your mortality, the fact that you are subject to death, like we all are, like all humans are, is that something that you've thought about, that you think about on a regular basis, maybe sometimes, not that often, and why?
Um, that life just slapped me in the face with death, so I have to deal with that. And that I learned how much every minute counts. Because when you uh, living the death of someone older than you, like my mother, for instance, is something that you take for granted that you will walk your parents or your loved one, in that process. But when someone younger than you gets sick and dies in 6 months, and leaving a child behind her, is something that is really, really hard to accept. So I have a lot of anger still. Don't know if can get over it, but it's something that helps me also to give value to life. All I can say is that since my friends died, because I have two of them, feel I have the duty to not waste any time because I have to live for two people more.
Interesting. Yeah.
So I have to do everything in my power to be 100% here and live constantly, fully for them as well. So wasting time for me is a crime against them and all the people that died before me.
Who died, if you don't mind me asking?
One of my best friends, she died 2 years ago by cancer. And before her was the girlfriend of my best friend in the world. They just had a baby. And so after she found out she was pregnant, she had cancer. And after 8 months she died. So now this guy is alone with the kid. The kid now she's asked me, did you know my mom? Did you like her? Because I miss her so much. And I said, I miss her too. And I don't know how to explain to a child why her mom is not here.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's tough. But the positive side is that teach me how to not waste time, and not be too much serious also about stupid things, So be more grounded.
Yeah.
On earth. And I come from a Catholic country, so that means that for them, they taught us as a child, oh yeah, you're gonna die, then you go in heaven, no problem. That will be the paradise, yeah? No way. Because if you see Catholic funeral, they are just crying their ass off. So I always wondering why they crying if we're supposed to go to heaven and I'd be happy about it, huh? So it is just hypocrisy. And it's a big market also there, because if you have no money for funeral, you just,
Tossed away.
yeah. And I hate the fact that also church want to get power over the people that die. Like my mom, I grown up like atheist, super atheist, and then the priest.
Grow up, sorry?
As atheist.
Atheist.
Yeah. So when my mom died at the hospital, a priest show up, and my father say, "Hello, what are you doing here? Nobody asked you." And I said, no, because, this woman, she was baptized, so that means that, no, this is the door, you can go fuck off. You cannot patronize our grief now. How dare you, leave us alone. Why you want to have control also on this, on that?
Imposing their ideology on you, even though you didn't want it. There was nothing about that you identified with. Yeah.
No. And so, it's something that also you need to struggle with, and also the fact that you cannot choose how to die is something that for me is really important, because I am pretty sure that if my mom could choose to just unplug her because she was struggling and we know that she cannot manage, why I cannot do her will? Why? Because someone, God said that I can do that? But who is the owner of our life? Who? If not ourselves,
So she had expressed that she would prefer to not live under those circumstances.
Well, not clearly because she cannot speak anymore, but
That's what
this is a matter of love. You know, what is it matter to live like that? How which life is it?
Yeah.
And that she cannot survive. So why is this pharmacy thing, going on? Is terrible, and also the money that is going through this is terrible because one pill for chemotherapy is 500 fucking euro. So if you can afford it, you cannot even cure, even though we know that chemotherapy most of the time doesn't cure people. So it's just this playing with that of other people, and I'm mad about it because that's why I'm here today as well, because healthcare is something that we take it for granted, and no, because one day all of us, we get old and we have to deal with this, and we have to be able to choose for our beloved one, for ourselves, and have the possibility to get medication if we need medication. If we don't want medication, we are free to say no. I think it's very personal topic, but unite all of us together.
How is being queer then changed, or maybe it hasn't, the way you look at all these topics about mortality, and choosing the right to die and healthcare and all that, and all those combinations?
It happened many years ago when I found out about ACT UP, for instance, and all the struggle of fighting AIDS. I was thinking, how can these people be next to the beloved one if they are not recognized? How can these people participate on this? And so it got me questioning already at that time, So I'm great that they show me how to do it in a way, that it doesn't matter who is your family, but you want to be next to someone that is suffering and is dying. And sometimes those people cannot even show up at the funerals, of their beloved one, because they are pushed out from the other families. So they teach me how to be brave, and just stand for the people you love, and be positive even in a negative situation like this. Just okay, we are going to die together.
Yeah.
I woke you.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's tough, but someone has to do that.
Yeah. So, so you said you were atheist. So are you still atheist now? Do you still?
Yeah, even more. If it's possible, more than that.
So you think when you die, nothing happens. That's it. It's over.
Nature will make myself compost food for nature.
Yeah.
For a tree, I hope. My soul will stay somewhere in the sky, somewhere in the space, in the universe, maybe. I don't know.
So it sounds like maybe, to me, the way you're describing it sounds almost more agnostic, like not true atheist. Like I think, cause sometimes I feel I'm atheist, and then when I'm thinking there's nothing, but then like you, when I have these moments of doubt, and I think, but I don't really know for sure, so maybe there is something. So it sounds like you're maybe along those lines, like you think there maybe could be something, but not sure what it is, or?
Yeah, I was questioning this also traveling around the world, because I see many cultures that they deal with death in a very different way.
Yeah.
Very different way. Like Indians, when I was in India, they burned their beloved,
Yes.
and then they scattered their ashes in the river, and nobody cries, or at least it's a very soft thing, because they believe they're in reincarnation. So for them is a process, Same with Buddhist culture. I was in China, and they really believe that what you did in your life now, you will surpass in the future. So I'm questioning, if it's my religious background, like the country where I come from, like make me so like, okay, no questioning because we are grieving, or there is something, I don't know, but it's interesting for me to see how people deal with that in different cultures, and so yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot. Once you start, exploring and being open, you see there's so much variety and so many different perspectives on not only the afterlife, but how people grieve and how people bury or burn their dead, or even
Yeah.
How would you prefer to be disposed when you die?
I would like my ashes to scatter around a place that is important for me. Like, I don't know, some trees. I would like to be on the nice trees because I love trees, you know, and I rest in peace there, you know.
So cremated and scattered. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely,
Okay.
definitely.
Nice.
Yeah.
If you were on your deathbed, let's say you were dying, and you could spend time with your family and friends and have this nice ending, what would be, like, let's say you had time to listen to something, or watch a movie, or listen to a podcast or whatever. So I call it the deathbed playlist. What would be on your deathbed playlist?
Oh, that's a very complicated question because I am a music fucking maniac.
Okay.
So I can have a list from, well,
What would be your top ones?
that's a tough one. Maybe something happy,
Something what?
something happy.
Happy.
You know, no, not sad music.
Uh-huh.
Well, for sure, I would love to. That's weird. To listen to the Requiem of Verdi, of Giuseppe Verdi, because it's so powerful to me and it's so angry, you know. And I think that's how I feel when I'm dying, you know. But I don't want to die, Jesus. You know? and it's so beautiful. So maybe I will start with that.
That's good. Okay.
And maybe some other punk music, so
Some other
people
punk.
can have fun, you know. In the meantime.
So you just said something very interesting. You said that you'd be angry, like you don't want to die. So that's something you still struggle with as far as your own mortality and feeling complicated or sad or sometimes about
I'm
it.
scared because I see my friends die.
Yeah.
And we make fun with my friend now that we said, oh yeah, because all these two girls that dying were from the same group of friends. So we always say that me, I'm the next because I'm the only woman left there. You know? So we always laugh about it. But yeah, sometimes I'm scared. I'm scared of being sick. That's what scares me more. Cancer it scares me a lot.
Yeah.
Because it's following my life forever. So that scares me a lot. So I said that I would be angry because I assume already, now that I'm thinking about it, that I will die by cancer, you know.
Interesting.
I just not taking for granted, but you know, I assume that when I was saying that sentence.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm thinking.
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
You know, so yeah, it pisses me off to die by a disease. But as my father says, disease is part of life, so we have to deal with that.
Mm-hmm. So if you were to be sick, you wouldn't want to live like on a ventilator or machines? You'd want to be taken off.
It's easy for me to say now, yes, but I don't know in that case if I would change my mind. You know, I work for many years with people with disabilities, and I know that if they can have a spare day, they will have it, even if they can walk, if they cannot, they are not autonomous. So also that teaches me also about the value of life. You know, that sometimes for me at least, that I'm a white privileged woman in my full health, you know, take it for granted. But for them it's very difficult. So it's easy for me to say, oh no, I don't want to die, I don't want to live like that. But maybe if I've been in that situation, I would say no, every day counts and I don't give a fuck. Even if I have to go with full of machine, give me another day, you know.
Yeah.
So it's easy to say now.
Yeah.
See.
No, I think that's very insightful because some people, they feel very definitive about it, but like you said, you never know until you're in that moment, and it's really almost impossible to say how you're going to react when you're actually faced with it. It's one thing to think about it, to plan for it, but it's another thing to actually be faced with it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.